I seem to have a habit of making people on social media mad because I have an opinion. On today's episode, I upset a bunch of butthurt men who think that women should pay a portion of the dinner bill on the first date. Gal asked a question, why shouldn't a man pay on the first date? There is no reason. As a man, if you asked her out, which you did, you pay. That's just common courtesy, you're the host. But even if she offers to split the bill, you still pay. If you're a gentleman, you pay. And any man who thinks otherwise shouldn't be dating to begin with. Why? Because if he can't afford dinner, he's got bigger problems he needs to handle first. This obviously upsets some individuals, and I'd like to go through some of these replies and give you a peek into how I operate. So this guy decides to say, well, following your logic, if she can't afford to contribute to dinner, she's got bigger problems she needs to handle first. Equality goes both ways. That last bit I'm going to ignore because that's a deep rabbit hole and I don't want to go into that in this video. But as to his main point, depends on how you run your relationships. If you want your girl to contribute, you're absolutely correct. If she can't afford dinner, she's got financial issues herself. I want to take care of my girlfriend. So I do. She has her own job and makes her own money too. And I don't stop her from doing that. That would be controlling and a little bit egotistical. But she's not in the position where she has to work for us to make ends meet. I'm happy to be the workhorse. I'm happy to be the main income. And I'm happy to give her that peace of mind. Understand, this is just me being me. This is me taking care of the people that I love. Understand? Next guy. This was a bit of a rabbit hole. He said, you're living in a different era, assuming that this can't happen in today's day and age. Well, it can. You can curate your reality. I made a point to be in a position capable of taking care of a woman before I started dating. You don't need a time machine for that. You need work ethic. Now, he got a little mad. He said, the problem you have, I love when they start like this, is thinking all women want to be taken care of and that showing you have money by paying for the meal is some sort of indicator of what kind of human being you are and that it shows your work ethic and that you try really hard in life, blah, 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 blah. At no point did I say they all want to be taken care of. In fact, I know that's not true. I know plenty of women in my personal life or at work who they're the primary source of income in the family. Hell, my boss, her husband is not the breadwinner. She is. Those dynamics exist, and some women are okay with that. But I picked a girl that's cool with me covering the bills. In fact, it's why I picked a girl that's cool with me covering the bills. I like taking care of the people I love, again. But to his second point, paying for the meal isn't a flex nor a display of my non-existent moral superiority. It's simply how I was raised. Is it also how I think men should operate? Yes, but that's my opinion, not gospel. Do as you please, my friend. So basically, I agreed to disagree with this guy, which made him even more pissed off, and I stopped replying to his replies because he was just being a keyboard warrior at me. The basic principle behind what I'm getting at here isn't necessarily that all man should pay for everything, absolutely everything, all the time, blah, blah, blah. If your relationship dynamic, if your girlfriend or your wife wants to pay some of the bills, wants to take care of some things, wants to, that's fine. Let her. Don't try to stop her. If she wants to have a job and make her own money, let her. Don't try to stop her. But if you are sitting there genuinely thinking that every first date that you go on, that she should split the bill Dutch, and that's supposed to be a test, don't do that. It's unbecoming. Understand something. It's just common courtesy. If you are the host of an event, in this case a date, you simply pay for it. You take care of it. Because she wasn't planning on going to that restaurant to begin with. She wasn't planning on going to this event to begin with. Why should she have to pay out of her own pocket for something she never planned to do? Sure, she agreed to it, but you invited her. So just pay for it. Seems to be common sense, at least in my mind, but there are so many men, likely butthurt men, who've gone on a lot of first dates and never got second dates that think, well, no, I shouldn't have to spend my money on a date that's going to go nowhere, blah, 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 blah. There's a reason it goes nowhere, mate. There's a reason she doesn't go out with you again. There's a reason that sometimes it's just a one-date wonder. There's reasons for that. Reasons that are well within your control, my friend. But the basic point behind this video is, on the first date, man pays. Period. And if you wanted to go from the angle of equality, whoever asks the other person out pays. Period. But more often than not, that's the man. So the man pays. Okay? Okay, my name is Christopher Strobach. I get on here and I rant about anecdotal mindsets that I happen to have that I find are extremely useful to me in my life. My hope is that they're extremely useful to you. If you find any value in anything that I just said, the only thing that I ask is that you make use of it. If you want to connect with me, talk to me, message me, anything along those lines, there's various buttons you can click in the description. You can click them, you can not click them. I don't really care. What I do care about is that you get after it, kick some ass, and I will see you next time.